Welcome to Windows Desktop. Major freak. Okay, so you've got yourself an exported overview file, and you want to clean it up because it looks pretty messy. And I'll show you how messy it looks like. Give me a second. So I'll safely take control so I don't expose myself to war targets. I'm sure they're all sleeping right now, or who knows. So you've exported this, but it's got a lot of crappy color codes. Now you can literally go in here and change it this. Whoa, my apologies. Change it this way. The only problem is that you can't change this color right here. You can change these colors, but not this color right here. And what I want is to have these colors all decent. It does screw it up for you, but you can fix it. Voila. They made this new, by the way. It's kind of cool. Guess. Yay. And we got pick you. And blue. And purple? Do we have purple? Yeah, okie dokie. Yeah, I prefer my own color system to this, so yeah, whatever. So yeah, basically you can, I change the colors using a very odd hexadecimal code. Yes, it's very odd. That CCP is tacked on a 0 and an X and an FF to the front of the hexadecimal code. Whatever. We'll just humor them. Grin and bear it. So when I saved this one, I saved it as the current date. And when I do all, this is the one I have it as just a blank color and with the date on it. That's how you can tell what date it is. The last time I did it was last summer. And so I've got all this. This is a different one. I'll have to fix the... I had an icon and everything for it. I believe it was the Queen icon. And this is the King icon, I think. I don't know. I forget. Yeah, whatever. But I've got it all in exported files. I can just repair it easy enough, and it's very frustrating. Yeah, do be careful. It is HTML stuff, and it can drive you absolute bananas. So make sure you have backups when you try it. Gods, here we go. Sorry, I'm sure somebody is interested in how other people are doing it properly. I've just spent, yeah, as you can see, I've yeah, a lot back in 2018. I think Belter First Edition came out in 2012 when I first started getting confident enough to screw with it. So here we go. So this is what it looks like. It's not the best. There's no real help. It's just, okay then. It's a long string of numbers with no sense to it. And at the end, you've got all the stuff. Fun stuff. And this one, this is the most important. You want to make sure this is with all, because I want one tab where I can click it and I can see the... Uh-oh, it's gone. I don't know how to replicate it, but sometimes you'll it'll be missing the moons. So one of the tabs, all, I like to have the moons, and you can tell you've got it right when you see this. Show all false, show true. There, that's the one. Okay. They added some interesting stuff here. I believe it's the color you choose in the overview. Right here. I believe that is what this code means. But I change it here because I've always done that. And you get more options. Really, CCP? You couldn't pick purple? Holy crap. Anyways. Okay, so how do we fix how do we fix it so that I can get these? Okay. Yeah, it's the queen. So I've got to find this in another file and fix it. And I've got to turn all these back to the colors I wanted. So how do I do that? Well, let's see. So where do I even have the queen icon anymore? I have to open up an old. Yeah, and it's not ordered, by the way. It actually, if you try to order it, it'll just screw up the order for you. I know, it's very helpful, isn't it? So just don't bother trying to order all this stuff. It's got its mind of its own when you export it. So don't try to force it. It's not going to be useful for you. It'll just frustrate you. So don't try. Okay, so I have to find, where is it? Capital Fighter Logic. Okay, now I've got to find the queen thing. So where is the queen thing? So I'll go back to 71st edition because I know I have it there. And I'll go find it. There. Okay, so I go like this. Copy. And I might as well just go like this, and might as well have fun and split screen it. Oh, let's not split screen. It'll screw everything up. Let's screw it. Let's split screen it. Let's try it out. All right. 71st edition. Okay. So, here we go. So, I want to find everything with Logi and replace it with this. So it's fairly simple. There's no screwing around with any of this stuff. We're trying to be simple. What we're going to do is we're just going to replace everything. So let's start from the top here, and we'll work our way down. So, and there's another one up here. So I'll show you where it is. So C, F, whoops, up, and we'll find the other one. There's another one up here. So there's two. So you've got to replace two, and that's all you do. Now, what I used to do was when it's all like normal, I can get rid of this. I can go Control H, and I will go oops, brain dead, LT, like that, right? And then I will go like that, and I will go replace all, and it will fix all of it like that. And then I will take out, and I'll go to the top, go down to the bottom, and then I will go, I'll take off this single apostrophe, and I'll do it again because it's also right here as well. And you go replace all. go down here, and then I go and GT semicolon apostrophe, and I do not hit replace all. I've done that once and it totally screwed up the code. So you just go this way, and then you go replace all, and you have to go with apostrophe. If you do it without apostrophe, you totally screw it up, and you got apostrophes hidden everywhere, so it's crazy. So there we go, and then you get rid of this, so you can get rid of this, and you go replace all, and they're done. This is fixed. You don't have to do anything else to fix it. Of course, if you screw up and do what I did, rename it, you'll have to just go into an old version and just color that and go, and remember there's two of them. You go Logi like that, and just make sure you don't screw up the code. Start from the top and go find next, replace, bam, done, and you're all done. And that is that, and you can close this out and save this, and then you can import, and so this is going to be replaced by, and the best thing to do when you do this is reset all. And now, do not take the advice of anyone who tells you to reset before you've exported your current custom. Because if somebody says, oh, hey, try this, but you just got to reset overview settings first, if you haven't exported your own personal customized, it will remove it forever and there won't be a history. Reset overview settings means it'll even reset the history, so you can't revert anything to your old settings unless you've exported it when you do this. Alright, so here's the default overview. I'll open it up, show you what it looks like. This is what we get when you start the game. It'll be just this, showing all brackets, blah blah blah, general mining warp 2. And that's all you can pick, and you can change the colors all you want. Stuff to do, cool. And there you go. But you cannot change this color right here. And that is why I like doing it my way, because I've got more colors and I can change this color to match the color here, because sometimes you can't tell which tab you've got, but the color helps you. So that'll be brown, whatever color that is. So yeah, the tab presets for default are pretty standard, but they haven't enabled that, which is pretty funny. I don't know why. Structure, they forgot to do that. That's pretty funny. Oh, CCP, you're so silly. States is what you see by default. I don't exactly know. I don't exactly know why. As shown regardless of the display of additional states they may have. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, you got to remember, this is not, it's not showing the color tag. It's showing the object in space. There's a difference. This is what you see in the overview, or the bracket you've selected for this. Or, no, that's incorrect. The bracket will not show. This is what you see in the overview. My apologies. I know it gets twisty. So this is what you will see in right here. This is the overview. If so, this is not, oh, I want to see this tag. No, that's that's the wrong one. That's appearances, and I'll show you now. So this is how it looks like. It's kind of cool. It does make a little bit of sense. It's nice that, but this is you can't reorder this. You go, oh, I want to reorder it. So no. So this is always going to look this way, always. The appearance, however, is going to look completely freaking different. And also the background, but they have the background set completely the same, and it looks like they've turned off a lot of the options. I like the idea that they've turned off the background for standing. I'm sure that's been that way forever. For the longest time, I had them all on, but it's just too confusing for me. Especially there's not enough colors and there's no icons in the background, so you have a very limited selection, and you start getting doubled up, and it gets confusing. I'll probably get better at deciding what colors to use, but so far I'm happy with what I've got. I am not happy with anything about this at all. I've actually reversed the order between the color tag and the background. I've got them the same, but exactly reversed, although I've turned off the standings for this stuff just to keep it sane, because there's lack of color. Alright. I'll also use small font. I have more. I've got tag. I add tag, and I add alliance, and I'll sometimes just I sometimes switch it between alliance and corporation when needed. And yeah, and I do angular velocity too. So yeah, that's the it's a decimal reading. It's a fraction. It's helpful. Determining tracking and all that stuff. Ship type, I tend not to like the default. All white, just a mush of information. I usually get rid of it. Never known what this is. I have no idea. It just adds a bracket right there. I've never seen it display anything. It's really bizarre. All right. Moving on. What's this? Ah, yes. This is... It gives you options for ordering too. All right. Hide corp ticker if pilot is in alliance. Well, no, I don't like that. All right. Yes, and you can also change the color. Pretty cool. As you can see. Ta-da! Nifty, huh? Yeah, so you can differentiate, which is kind of cool. All right. Sorry. All right. I usually have all these on anyways. Sometimes you can get rid of it. The in-range brackets is kind of annoying, but I think I change my mind every once in a while whether I enable it or disable it. I've never paid attention to it, but whatever. So of course, when you reset, you clear the history, which is a bloody shame, you know. I'm sure it's annoyed people in the past. So yeah, we'll import Pelter 71st. General, everything. So everything goes in, and everything as it should be. And why is there no color? Okay, so this is how you go and fix a color when CCP decides to screw around with it. Off we go again. Overview. So we'll open up this one, We'll open up this one. We'll drag this. I think you have to drag it up. No, you don't have to. Either or. Okay, so let's go down here, and there's only one. Now the color is only, like the color for that area is only one. You don't have to worry about doing a whole bunch of colors. So let's bring this up here. So oh, that's interesting. Give me a sec. Let's bring up 69. I'm pretty sure I was still... Nope. Yeah, see? The color I was using here. So I'd match the color of this to that. It's pretty simple, and you only have to do it once because there's no doubling above. There's nothing up here that matches that. It's... yeah, it's just the name is colored, and it doesn't duplicate it elsewhere. So yeah, so all you do is copy this color thing right here and have it match this. So it's fairly simple. Do 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 do. Make this fast. Distance. Oh, wrong. Z. Before the break. Do it before the break. Transit. Dock. And as I go through this, I'm sure you're becoming more aware of, it becomes clearer what the differences are. Because this is right here, and this is right here. I know it's funny that yeah, I know, tell me about it. Just think, this is outside, this is outside. It'll make sense. And of course I don't have a color for this, so I just leave it blank. And then I just copy this. Now, I'm not sure. I'm fairly sure that when I export it, that it will translate this into here, and it will change the null into something else. That's what I'm pretty sure is going on. Although that might be incorrect, I might have just been playing around with the color notifications in the past and trying to be accommodating to CCP's new way of thinking, just out of pure morbid curiosity and exploration, but who knows? We'll try it out right now and see what's going on. So there we go. Everything's fixed. We'll save it, and then we'll import. Import 71st. I know, make it look easy. I've been doing this for, yeah, since 2012, so almost a decade of doing this. So yeah, there we go. Bam. So as you can see, brown, yellow, green, blue. So you can always check here if you're in doubt of what tab you've got open, because sometimes the background is not friendly to detecting that. There you go. And overviews are like that, and that. I cannot for the life of me figure out why this is screwing up all the time. So I have no idea. I don't have the brackets. Why don't I have the brackets imported? Yeah, this has happened before. It happened. It started to happen in the last 2 years. It's really bizarre. See, look, these are my brackets. Import. Okay. What? I know, right? So where are they? Have I screwed it up somehow? And that's when you go back in to the documents, and you go in here again, and you look, and you go, what the hell happened? So where are they? Did I click the wrong button? I betcha I did when I was importing, because I swear to God, I think this is a new. I don't think I've ever seen that before. That's really bizarre. Weird. Oh, yeah, I could be wrong. Misremembering. Anyway, so sorry. Where are Belter? Where's Minor Plus? There it is. Okay, so I have them. They're there. Is there a bracket? Bracket? Oh, Sindor. Ah, I got rid of Sindorian. Got it. I didn't export it. Right. See, if you got one bracket wrong, they all refuse to work. I know, it's bizarre. Yeah, see, I got rid of it. Unfortunately. Foolishly. Crap. I don't know. Yeah? I'll go with that for now. So yeah, I mean, if you one thing screw up, all of it screws up. So there we go, and we'll try that again. Yeah, I'm glad this is all screwing up for me, because I get to show you what you do when it screws up and you can't get it to work properly. So you can import it from here, and you just go down. 71st. There we go. Import. There we go. So it's quote-unquote fixed. Now you can repair your mistake from the past by getting the bracket in that you liked by going back a couple of backups, or just one backup, and you go, you know, where is it? Dorian. So you just go check it out. There it is. And you can just copy it into the 71st and then repair your mistake from the past. I know there's a lot. You copy all that and you just plug it in and go that way. I'm not going to do it because I want to experiment with the standard minor plus, all that stuff. So I'm going to experiment this way, and it's good too because you've got backup. If you didn't like it, you just revert it to what was before, and of course you'd have to repair the bracket to the new system because I haven't done it near, and a lot has changed and a lot of new things have been added. So there's a lot of blank spots if you add an old one. I'll show you what that means in a second. So let's just confirm that I have moons when I select. I do. Good. Got all the moons. Excellent. Perfect. So that's exactly what you want to check. And then you're happy. And if you ever had an issue with this not, see, this is not changed, what you do is you just open it up and you go directly to ships, and this will change. This will be fixed. Probably when you close it, right? So go to ships And wait a minute. Did I screw that up as well when I export? I probably screwed it up when I exported it. That's hilarious. Okay, so give me a second. I have to go in and repair again. This is great. So we'll bring up 70th because I'm pretty freaking sure I have my ships set right. Where is it? There it is. Ship label order. There. Let's just copy that. And you open up the sucker. Go down here. And you and make sure you're overwriting the new one with the old one when you're doing this, because you don't want to screw up your backups. That would suck. Alright, so here we go, and this should be fixed unless I totally screwed up something. So ship name, ship type, that should be it. And paste. Excellent. Save. Yeah, I know. It's close out that backup. You don't want to start writing on your backup. Okay, so import. And I don't think there's any worries here. I don't need to reset my settings right now. So I'll import it. Nothing's really changed on a fundamental level. The one thing you want to avoid is to have a huge amount of presets, unless you like the very popular one where you've got a ton of them. I like to keep it simple. There we go, and import. Voila. Now this should have changed. I'm very upset if it doesn't. Okay, it hasn't. So, how did that screw up? Is there some problem with this? Very odd. Okay, and you just patiently, it's very frustrating. You go back further, you just, all the way back, and then you go type, and that should do it. It does look a bit different, doesn't it? And thankfully you can get away with doing this. Thankfully this stuff is backwards compatible. Thank goodness. I don't know why it's not, because look, it should be doing it. It just, I guess it doesn't like it anymore? So odd. Why is that way? Is that an error? No, it's not. See? Bizarre. Okay, we'll save it. Maybe it's not backwards compatible. Huh. How bizarre. Okay. We're in ships column. It should be fixed. It's not. Doesn't like it. But that's okay, it's Alright. How did it fix itself? No, did I just not notice it fixing itself? Possibly. Anyways, okay, now it's fixed. I don't know how that happened, but... or when it happened, but yay, okay, so... yay. Alright. Done. And now, what I do is I drag it over here. And of course, before I do that, I make sure that all the moons are selected. They still are. Good. All right, phew. Because sometimes that it removes it. Done. Enter. And I go to my character who has control over... oops. Oopsie. Sorry, bud. And then simply add it to my alts channel. And so all my alts can have it at the same time. Which is really handy. And I don't have to reset theirs. I just need to reset the overview. It's just out of habit. One account I use Cinechase to hit reset all the time. And I just do that. Plug this in here. Voila. Done. And all my alts can do that. Anyways, yeah. That is the entirety of it, and I'll show you the history to say history. Yeah, 71st. This is back in. That should have fixed it, and there will be a whole bunch of missing icons. Let's see, dog. Yeah, see, we're missing an icon for this. We're missing this. Yeah, all has probably listed them all, so we're missing. These are new, so disrupted gate, encounter surveillance, exotic artifact, scalable decorative asteroid, tournament champion monument, interdiction purse probe, mobile Cernosoro beacon. This is all stuff added since, and it doesn't by default turn it on for you. It's pretty funny. And that's a temporary collidable structure. No new ship classes, and I swear the Upwell monument was new, but I guess it's not. All right, that's it. The states I had. Yeah, for Dock, I'd had both war target and in fleet, but when I wanted to emergency dock somewhere, I'd always see the war targets, so I got rid of it. I hid it and just had fleet now. Appearances was radically changed. I didn't like the orange. I did not like the gray. Ridiculous. Yeah, it was just silly. I thought this non-capillary corporation green was silly. I turned to gray. Give me a sec, pour some water. And I found that the flashy needed to be really important and at the top and be seen. And then I started thinking, well, what's the difference between that and the background? Because background, you've got war and stuff. Should I make this blinky? Should I have any blinky here? And then I hit on. I want kill rates visible. I still have a war, and they were. I think the way the default overview setups is that you cannot see when you're in fleet kill rates. enabled for your fleet members. And that got me thinking about kill rates in general, of course. And I was like, I want to see those too. And I want them at the top. And why not, if I'm in fleet with somebody else in the future, I want to be able to see kill rates enabled so I can tell those people to, I believe the term is wash your kill rate. And there's no bounties anymore. It's kind of interesting. Anyway, so that's that. Yeah, totally revamped these two completely. Columns are the same. Ships are the same. Yeah, sometimes I'll turn this off. I hover back and forth. It never seems to really affect me a lot. So yeah, that's it. That is my 71st edition. Welcome to it. Hopefully that wasn't too painful. I'm glad it was that painful, because otherwise we'd never see this stuff. I'd never be able to show it to you. So I'm really happy it worked out fine. And I'm recording. Mic's on. Hey, perfect.